It's funny, isn't it, how sometimes, as you sit there listening to the sound of your own breath, you might notice how easily you can begin to focus inwards, almost like standing by a calm lake at dawn, where the stillness seems to invite you in. And perhaps you've noticed that as the breeze moves across the surface, ripples begin to form, gently stretching outwards, carrying away any tension without effort. And as you watch that lake in your mind, it's almost impossible not to feel a natural curiosity about where those ripples might lead. And I remember hearing a story about a traveller who came across an old wooden bridge. The bridge spanned a flowing river, but what caught their attention wasn't the bridge itself, it was the sound. That soothing rhythm of water below, the kind that seems to carry thoughts far away. With each step, the traveller felt lighter, as if the creak of the wood and the cool breeze worked together to carry off their burdens. And as the traveller paused in the middle of the bridge, they realized that the river didn't resist. It just flowed calmly and persistently, finding its way around every obstacle. And the traveller remembered a story an old sage once told about the river. The sage had explained how the river, no matter how strong or sudden a storm might be, always returned to its natural flow. You see, the sage said, the river doesn't need to force anything. It knows that every storm passes and the calm always returns. And as the traveller stood there, the gentle sound of the river seemed to echo those words, and something fascinating happened. They noticed a small leaf drifting by. At first, the leaf seemed caught in a whirlpool, spinning and struggling. And then, almost imperceptibly, the current began to guide it out, moving it forwards without struggle. And have you ever felt that way, like you've been caught in a whirlpool of thoughts? And isn't it curious how when you simply observe without judgment, you begin to notice that even the most persistent thoughts loosen their grip? It's as if the very act of observing them transforms them into something smaller, less significant. The traveller took a deep breath, feeling the steadiness of the bridge beneath their feet, and allowed themselves to simply watch the river flow. And in doing so, they realized they didn't need to fight the current. They just needed to trust its natural rhythm, and the more they trusted, the calmer they felt. And it's funny, isn't it, how even a simple act like stepping back and breathing deeply can change everything. And you might notice that now, as you let yourself feel a sense of calm spreading, it becomes easier to allow those thoughts to drift by like that leaf, carried forward by the flow. The traveller turned, stepped off the bridge with a newfound sense of clarity. They smiled, knowing that the river would always be there, flowing steadily, no matter what. And as they walked away, they felt lighter, carrying with them the knowledge that they too could flow through life's challenges with ease. And as you come back to the present moment now, you might realize that this sense of calm is something you can return to whenever you like. Just like the river, you have a natural ability to let go and move forward, trusting in your own rhythm. Thank you for joining me in this journey across the bridge. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.